Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bolaji James and this is EasyWP with Bolaji James. In today's tutorial I want to show you how to use a Truehost Control Panel. So in my previous video I did how to sign up with Truehost. Basically it was a full business website design tutorial. I showed you how to get hosting, domain and all that on Truehost, and then how to design a complete business website. If you have not watched that, I will leave a link to that tutorial in the description of this video, so you can watch that in case you don't know how to buy your hosting and domain. And of course the link in there on that video is my affiliate link. If you use it, definitely I'm going to get some commission from Truehost. Alright, so now if you have gotten your domain and hosting from Truehost, how do you use the cPanel? Of course the cPanel looks much like most every other cPanel. Like if you are using Inter-server, the cPanel is the same thing, the interface and everything is the same thing. So you can apply this tutorial to that same other hosting control panel. Alright, so let's go. So once you are there, after creating your account, buying hosting and domain, you should have your login details. So if I go to login here on Truehost, then I will have to log into my this area that we are logging into is what we call the client area. We call this the client area. Of course my own is with authenticator. So if you want me to do a video on how to add the authenticator code as in two-factor authentication to your Truehost account, you let me know in the comments and I'm going to do something on that. So you can see my own is protected with two-factor authentication authenticator. So I'm going to enter the code, that is 6973887. all right, so and then I will log in. Alright, so successfully logged in and you can see the services I have. So now to manage your control panel, there are two ways to it. Is either you use your your domain name. So if I go to services now, the primary domain of the website, which is the one that is currently running, this is the one currently running now. So I can copy this domain name like this, copy this, put it in a new tab like this, and then put /cPanel and then enter it. It will take me to my cPanel, and all I have to do is put my cPanel username and password, which will be provided by the hosting company. So as soon as your account was created, you will get one of the emails you will get is titled cPanel login credential or cPanel credential or something like that. So that is where you get the username and the password. So you just have to use that and log in. So I can use this is the number one method, or you can at the same time just take a look at this is what we call the cPanel. At the same time, if I come back to this place, you know, after clicking I think let's go back to this product and services. So that product and services that I just showed you, where I copied the domain here, if you click on it, that is what took us to that place. So if you click on your services that is active, you can see here it says login to cPanel, so you can click on it. It's the same thing, but the difference is that this one will not ask you for password because you are coming straight from the client area. This is the client area, you understand? So it takes you directly into your cPanel. Alright, so I don't know what is delaying this. This should open in a new tab and open up. It should open in a new tab. Alright, let me refresh this. I don't know I guess it's network. Alright, so I'll click on the cPanel again, log into cPanel, and this should open in a new tab like this and take me straight to my cPanel. So that is just the difference. The other one, you have to provide your cPanel username and password, but here it takes you there straight. Alright, so here we are on the cPanel. The first area here is where we have our email. Okay, but before we go to this place, let me show you around one other thing. If you look at the top here, you see we have this user icon here. It's a user menu. If you click on it, you see this place where we have password and security. You can actually change your password from here. So if you click on it, you will see where it says you change user password. So with that, you can you know, like I told you earlier, is the hosting that gives you the username and the password. So, and this password normally will look like you know, just some random numbers that will be given to you, like X, Y, 1, 2, whatever, like that. So if you need to change it, alright, so you can see now this place says your old password. You need to enter the old password, then provide a new password that you want to use. And of course, like I always say, make sure you use a very strong password when you are doing anything online. So you can actually change your password from here. Alright, so click on this arrow here and it will take you back to cPanel. Alright, so now let's move to this area here. The first area is your email. This place we can create what we call the website email or corporate email. You understand? Like, let's say this is mydataplus.com.ng. so I want to create an email that says support@mydataplus.com.ng, or maybe info@mydataplus.com.ng and all of that. So that is where you can do that. So for instance, I can come here, click on email account. Alright, so you can see the ones that are already created. You can see support is created here. So for instance, I want to create another one. Is cs.atlistify.com.ng, and of course, so if you want to create another one, I'll just have to click on this place, create, and once that is done, you can see the different domain that you have. So if as a beginner you might just have one, so for me I have more, so you have to select which of the domain you want to create email for. For instance, I want to create for uncle.com.ng, so I can say maybe CS, so customer service. So you can see I don't need to put at whatever, is already taken here. Once you select the domain, so it will appear here, cs@uncle.com.ng, and then I'll put in a password for my my email. So I can put in any password, but like I said, make it strong. So if I say okay, so let's say I just put this password here, and you just have to come here and click on create, and watch this area, say creating email account, and it say you have created cs@uncle.com.ng. so this is an email that you can now use to communicate with your customer, you know, professionally, instead of using your name at gmail.com or something. So this makes your website or your business look more professional. So, and you can see it here. So if you want to check it at any time, you can come here and check. Are you getting it now? You can click here and check. It will open in a new tab here. and then you will be logged in. You can come here and say open my inbox when I log in, and say open. Okay, so this will open your inbox. This is it. All right, now but you might not want to be logging into your cPanel and before you can check your email. So the next time you want to check, you can actually type that Uncle B. You can actually type all right, now since Uncle B is used as Uncle B is used as a subdomain under my data plus. So like this hosting package now can host like 3 domain. Are you getting it now? So I may have to use the directory of the domain of my data plus, which is the primary domain. So if I say my data plus .com.ng /webmail. All right, so in this case now it's going to be webmail /webmail when you want to actually check your email. So instead of cPanel, so it's going to be webmail. So now you can now put in cs at uncleb.com.ng, and then the password I entered when I just created the email, now I can put it in and say okay. So I can say login, and you can see straight in the same thing. You get it now? So in the case that maybe I don't want to get confused, now you see that this account here, this control panel account here, this is the primary domain. You can see primary domain, that is the domain I registered with the hosting. So the other 2 domain that you see there, like Listify and Okubi, they are what we call add-on domain. They were added to it. So you can actually host more than one domain on the hosting account if that hosting allows it. Do you understand now? So in that case, if that is the case, instead of saying uncleb.com.ng /webmail or cPanel, you can't do anything on their own. They are not independent. They are actually a part of another hosting profile. You understand now? That is why you have to use my data plus. You get it now? So don't get me twisted now. All right, so now let's move on. The next thing we can do is our forwarder. I mean, you can actually forward this email instead of coming to webmail /webmail to check your email at all time. You can actually come here and just say forwarder. Create a forwarder that will forward any email that comes here to your regular Gmail. Are you getting it now? You get notification there, but that is not where you will be responding. You can see like this one now, support@mydataplus.com.ng is forwarded to my Gmail here. Do you get it now? So like that new one now, I can say add forwarder, and then I will say which address do I want to forward? cs at what? At Uncle B. Okay, so cs at uncleb.com.ng. Don't get it, you get it now? CS is the username, this is the domain. Then what email am I forwarding it to? I can just put this one, which is my regular email, and then I'll just say add forwarder, and that is it. Each time an email, you can see all emails sent to cs at uncleb.com.ng will now be copied to simply mrbj@gmail.com, and with that you don't have to come here, log in and see whether somebody sent you a business email. You will get the notification on your Gmail, and then you can come here and then you can actually respond to it. And if you want me to make a video on how you can actually respond with this email while inside your Gmail account, I don't know whether you get that. Inside your Gmail app on your phone, you go there and you will respond. You get notification and then you respond, and it will show this cs@okube.com.ng. If you want me to make a video on that, let me know in the comment and I'm going to do something on that for you. Alright, so that is that. Let's go back to the cPanel. So those are just two important things. There are other things there, but let's not make this video too long, so let's just leave it as those two things, which are the most important thing you might want to do there. Then we have jet backup. Of course, this is advanced. It has to do with backing up your website. Actually recovering some backup of your website in case of issues. Alright, so we'll move on to a file manager. This is where you access your files, all the files powering your website. If you click on this, it will open a new tab. This opens in a new tab. Now if you look at this place, you will see the folder we call public_html, this one here. So if you look at, let's look for it here, public_html. Look at it here. This one, sorry, this very one here is if you open it, those are the files that controls the main website, my data plus in this case now. But every other one, like this one, listify.com.ng, app.listify, these are other domains that are added. Okay, on Kube, you can say tooth. These are all other subdomain and domains that are added to this hosting, powered in under the same hosting. So but for the main website that you registered with the hosting company, the files will be inside this place. Alright, so that is how, in case you need to come and make any changes, you just come to this place and locate where you are going to and make changes. So there might be issues that will require that at times. Alright, so we have SEO. Most time you don't use this, you do most of the SEO directly on your WordPress website. Then we have database. This is also very useful when you are installing a script on your website. When you are installing a script like maybe VTU script, school management script and all of that, you may need to set up your database, your username and then password. Alright, then here we have domain. Like I was saying that you can add on domain. So if you click on this domain, you will see that the primary domain will be marked. You can see main domain, then all these other ones are add-on, and of course we can only add two. And if you look at this place, we have onkube.com.ng and then we have listify.com.ng. every other thing you can see here, they are subdomain. And how do you do that? I've done videos on that. I have a video on how to create subdomain. The same way I created subdomain in that video, I will drop the link to that video in the description. That is the same way you had this other two domain, this onkube and this listify. Okay, and all these subdomains too is the same way. You just click on create, enter the name of the domain. As long as it is pointed, the domain is pointed to Truehost, it will be successful. But if it's not pointed to Truehost, it will not work. Alright, so let's go back to cPanel and we move on from domain. Also, one more thing under the domain, sometimes you might be asked to add some information to some DNS information to your domain. Like maybe you want to verify your site on Google, that is Google Search Console, or maybe like systemi.io and the rest. This is where you come to Zone Editor, and then you can see the three domain like I was telling you. These are the three domain. All other ones are subdomain, so they don't have their own separate DNS. So you have to just come here and click on manage and then add a record to any of this domain that you want to work with, and it will appear there. Alright, so I have videos on how to do that as well. You can search through this very channel will be very, very helpful to you, and that is the reason why you need to subscribe to it. So I make regular videos that are helpful on how you can manage your own personal business website, or probably become a web developer and make money while doing these things for people. Alright, so please make sure you subscribe and like this video. Of course, you can share it with any business owner or anyone that needs this knowledge. So we move on from there. I'm going to leave all this one metric. This is just where you see your visitors, the bandwidth, have you used your resources, the resources allocated to you, what limit have you reached. Those are just the things you see on the metrics. Then if you look at this place, security, for instance, if your website is showing not secured, your website says not secure, if you look at this place now, you can say it says the connection is secure. So in case you have issues like that with any of your domain that is not secure, you can come here and install Let's Encrypt SSL on your site. Okay, then this MOD security also, sometimes like you are having issue with Elementor, you are trying to save and it's not working. Maybe you are working with Elementor and you are trying to save, it's not working. Sometimes it's from this MOD security. You need to disable it while you are working on your website, and once you finish editing, you can come and enable it. So these are different things that may bring you to this place. Even in Modify 360, there might be reasons that will warrant that, but I can't actually show you all of that now because I don't have such issues. Okay, so then software, this is where you install your software like WordPress. I deal with WordPress, but there are other different type of software that can be used for web development and the rest. So you can see WordPress Manager by Softaculous here, so you can install WordPress on your domain from here. And of course, these are all advanced other things you can do. So those are just the basic thing I want to show you in this tutorial. I believe this tutorial has been helpful to you. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in other tutorial. Alright, so I will see you in other tutorial after now.